Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the graduating class of 2025.
Pray. Dear God, we thank you for this special day, the celebration of hard work, dedication, and achievements of our graduates. We are grateful for the support of our families, friends, and mentors who have guided us along the way. As we embark on new journeys, we ask for your wisdom, strength, and guidance. May we embrace the opportunities ahead with courage, compassion, and a commitment to making a positive difference in the world. Bless these graduates and their families as they move forward, filled with hope and purpose. All these things we ask in your name. Amen.
Please remain standing for the pledge. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good evening. My name is Stephen Ray, and I'm the proud principal of Oak Grove High School, and I would like to welcome each of you to Oak Grove High School's 2025 commencement exercise. This is a special night, and I'm so glad that you're here to celebrate with these young men and women. You're here tonight because you have made a contribution, an impact, to help one of these graduates get to this point in their lives. Before we go on, I'm going to go off script a second. I have my designated weather person right there, and I know we're watching the radar. Mr. Sharp, quit looking around. It's Mr. Northcutt. He's next to you. And he's watching it, so don't worry. We're going to get you out of here before that weather hits tonight. You may not want to hang around. You may want to go do your pictures at home, but we'll get you out of here. I would like to thank the faculty and staff of Oak Grove High School for all they've done to make this event possible. I'd also like to recognize the Oak Grove Elementary and West Jefferson Elementary School faculties and staff, and the Concord staff, who have played a very important role in helping many of you reach this milestone. And finally, I would like to recognize the senior sponsors, for without their assistance, many of the senior events would not have been possible. Before we begin our program, I need to give you a few housekeeping guidelines. At this time, if you don't mind, please take a moment and silence that cell phone or any device that would make noise or be a distraction during the ceremony. Remain in your seats during the ceremony. Belmont Studios is here. They're taking pictures. The information to purchase those pictures is in your program. I want to welcome and thank Mr. Ronnie Dixon for coming and sharing this occasion with us tonight. Mr. Dixon is a resident of Clay, Alabama, where he serves as the city manager. He has been on the Jefferson County Board of Education for 9 years, and he is currently in his second term as the president of the Jefferson County Board of Education. Would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Ronnie Dixon?
Thank you. Good evening, graduates, Mr. Ray, faculty, parents, and friends. It's an honor to be with you today, and I bring you greetings on behalf of Dr. Walter Gonsolin and the entire Jeffco Ed family. We're here to celebrate the Oak Grove Tigers class of 2025. Today, we mark not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another, one that is full of promise and purpose and the presence of God. I know this community supports me when I echo the team's motto, God, team, me. Don't be ashamed or scared to say it, I'm not. I begged for them to go ahead and sue us last August. I would love to defend that, but they didn't. They want to write letters and scare people, nothing to be scared of. God, team, and me, keep your goals in that order, and I know you'll all succeed. Graduates, you've worked hard, overcome some challenges, and stayed the course. Even when life didn't make it easy, you've shown the grit of a tiger, and I'm proud of each one of you. You're the first graduating class to go 4 years without the effect of COVID in high school. Those times were not easy. We had virtual, then hybrid, then full-time, then in-person, and all of that was a challenge, not just to the faculty, but also to the children. And it's important that you all made it. Despite the obstacles placed before you by the adults, you all have graduated. Martin Luther King Jr. said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. God himself praised Job before Satan as a man of integrity. Despite all the trials that God allowed Satan to place on Job, he remained an upright, blameless man. He persevered, in his integrity. You've all been taught how to live your lives with honor and integrity. How do I know this? Because I know the people up here. I know your teachers, your coaches, and a lot of your parents. As you leave these halls and go out into the world, I want to remind you of a powerful truth from Scripture. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. There will be times ahead when the road is unclear, the world seems loud, the decisions feel heavy, but if you trust in the Lord, he'll guide you. He's not just watching from above, he's walking beside you step by step. And let me give you the most important encouragement I can offer. Hold fast to the message of salvation that gives life. Romans 10:9 tells us, if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. That promise is for you wherever you go. Jesus is ready to walk with you. Not just in success, but in struggle. Never forget that you're deeply loved by a Savior who gave everything for you. And don't forget where you come from. Here in Oak Grove, we're a community that believes in faith, hard work, and loving our neighbors. Let those values go with you. Be a light in dark places. Be bold in truth. Be kind when the world is mean. Be thankful for what God has given you. Have a positive attitude and never give up on your dreams. You're more than just graduates. You are the ambassadors of hope, strength, and God's purpose in this world. So go out there and roar like tigers. Keep your eyes on Jesus and never stop believing that your life matters deeply to him. Congratulations, class of 2025. May God bless you and guide your every step. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to welcome and thank our principals, our guests, our incredible teachers and staff, and the senior sponsors. Thank you for being the heart of this school and for walking beside us through every step of this journey. And thank you to our families and friends for cheering us on through every late night, early morning, and everything in between. To the class of 2025, this is it. Some of us have walked these halls since kindergarten, and others joined later, but we've all grown together in a way that only happens at a place like Oak Grove. We've cheered each other on, laughed until we cried, and supported one another through the tough stuff too. Oak Grove may be a small school, but it's a close-knit community. The kind of place where your teachers know your name, and probably your siblings, cousins, and even your dog's name too. We've endured a lot together. When COVID shut the world down in 2020, we were just 7th graders, right in the middle of figuring out who we were. One day we were worried about math homework and softball practice, and the next we were worried about masks, internet signals, and what the future looked like. The world gave us more questions than answers. But look at us now, still standing, still smiling, and more resilient than ever. I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Not just for making it to this moment, for all the moments no one saw. The quiet ones, the hard ones, the ones where you kept going when it would have been easier to quit. You have made Oak Grove a place we will never forget. There's a quote from Nick Saban that has stuck with me. I want everybody here to know this is not the end, this is the beginning. And it is. High school isn't the whole story, it's just the first few chapters. What comes next is unwritten, and it's ours to decide. That idea might be exciting, or maybe even a little scary. Probably both. For the first time, we're stepping into a world where the path isn't already laid out for us. And that's both the scary part and the beautiful part. We're on our own now. Or, as Taylor Swift put it, far better than I ever could, scary news is, you're on your own now. Cool news is, you're on your own now. And I love that, because yeah, it is intimidating not having all the answers, but it's also incredible. We get to decide what we want our lives to look like. We get to mess up, figure it out, try again, and build something that's entirely ours. Basically, we're free to be the main characters now, and honestly, I think we're going to be amazing at it.
I'm not hearing a word he's saying.
So let's carry those lessons with us. Let's write chapters that reflect who we are. Bold, compassionate, curious, and strong. Let's build lives we're proud of, and never forget where we came from. Oak Grove will always be a part of our story. And now it's time to go out and start the next one. Class of 2025, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Congratulations, we did it. And remember, OG for life.
Thank you, Chloe Brasanti. And thank you to the students, teachers, parents, staff, and special guests for not only gathering here in honor of the class of 2025, but guiding us up to this very moment. I want to preface this by saying I am extremely honored to be speaking in front of all of you today, and thankful to my class for this opportunity. Maybe a little nervous, but honored nonetheless. If you don't know me and are currently asking yourself, who is the skinny kid on the podium, and why is he nervous? My name is Caden Haggard, and I've been a proud Oak Grove student for all of my life. During the past 4 years, I've been presented with some pretty amazing opportunities and positions. As I stand before you today, something that has really hit me hard in realization is that those nerves never actually go away. You know, I used to think that confidence meant never feeling nervous, but over the time, I've realized confidence is feeling the nerves and speaking anyway. And honestly, that describes so much of everything that the high school experience presents. How many times did we feel 100% ready for something? Before tests, before games, before shows, before delivering a speech? Yeah, it's not very common. But guess what? We did it anyway. We always kept going. And as we gather here today, I think I speak for the class when I say that we didn't gather here to step into the future because we have absolutely no fear. We are stepping into the future in spite of fear. So to my fellow students, if you're feeling afraid of what comes next, you are not alone. And that feeling is a part of what makes this moment so real. Think of everything you've been through during your high school career. Whether that's been a personal loss, managing stress, moments of doubt, finding where you fit in, or surviving Coach Sharp's practicums. These moments are not defined by the fear we felt, but by the fact we made it through together. Think about it. That awkward transition everyone experiences between middle school and high school, we had to start that through a computer screen. I remember coming back after that long quarantine, and I swear it was like everyone had forgotten how to talk to one another. All jokes aside, each and every one of us has had some sort of personal struggle. But here we sit, ready to begin the next chapter of our lives. Somewhere between our first ever class change and our last dismissal bell, each and every one of us has become who we are today. So no matter how much we've stumbled, doubted, or felt overwhelmed, we've learned to keep going in spite of fear. This wasn't just about surviving high school. It was about growing through it. And with everything we've been through, I have strong faith that each and every one of us is ready for this next chapter. The truth is, though, we have no idea what comes next when we turn that page. Just like when you're reading a book, right now you might be at the edge of your seat, gritting your teeth, anticipating what the next chapter holds. But to my fellow classmates, I'm here to tell you to flip that book on its side. You'll see you have a lot of pages to go. So, while our passion is strong, it is important to realize this moment is not the climax of our stories. This moment, as special as it is simply a part of something bigger. The best stories we read aren't finished in a single chapter. They are built slowly. We grow, we change, we struggle, and we keep moving forward. And while there may be setbacks and unexpected plot twists, that is okay. We're still figuring out what our stories are about. And that's not something to fear, it is something to look forward to. To the class of 2025, I urge you to keep moving forward and shape your story. Make mistakes, take risks, stay curious, and build your own path. And from time to time, do look back. Remember which moments and people define who you are. And if you ever feel lost, remember the words of the prophet Jeremiah to the Israelites while they were being exiled from Babylon. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. This verse urges us to trust in the bigger picture, even when things may seem bleak. While the Israelites were facing difficult circumstances, Jeremiah reassures them to keep their spirits lifted and await a better future. So yes, keep moving forward in spite of fear. As the amazing Michael Scott once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So pick up that pen and keep writing your story. And remember, it's not the end, it's to be continued. Thank you.
Good evening, honored guests, esteemed faculty, proud families, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Carrington Myrick, and I'm incredibly honored to speak on behalf of the honored graduates tonight. I want to begin by saying how proud I am, truly proud, of every one of my peers. The dedication, determination, and drive you've shown throughout your high school career, whether in the classroom, on the field, on stage, in the brand room, or anywhere in between, has been nothing short of remarkable. Success hasn't come easily, but through persistence and grit, you've each earned it. The late nights, the stress, the sacrifices, it all led us to this moment. Your work ethic has not gone unnoticed. Your academic footprint is engraved in this school's history. I want to take a moment to express deep gratitude to our teachers and professors. Thank you for your patience, guidance, and for challenging us even when we were complaining about overwhelming workloads that felt impossible to complete. You listened when we vented, you never gave up on us, you kept our minds turning and our momentum strong. To our families and friends, thank you. Thank you for your support, encouragement, hugs after long nights, and your belief in us even when we doubted ourselves. You've been our foundation. To my classmates, thank you for your camaraderie, for your friendship, for those shared moments of, I haven't started that either, that made us feel less alone. And yet, behind that relief was a deep drive, a refusal to settle, a determination to keep going. And that determination has been awe-inspiring. As I reflect on our journey, I'm reminded on all the little moments that shaped us. Whether it was an awkward one-on-one sit-down with a professor in 10th grade, learning to juggle dual enrollment courses, or solving metric conversions while also working a job or managing extracurriculars, through all of that, I ask you, are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of the nights you stayed up writing that essay, of learning that new language, of every tutoring session you committed to? You should be, because even if you aren't fully proud yet, there are so many faces in this room who are. They saw your fatigue, they saw your tears, but they also saw your strength, your resilience, and your victories, big and small. If you could push through and succeed here, imagine what you can do out there. You are the future. Doctors, engineers, lawyers, architects, creators, protectors, and change makers. Whether you're delivering babies, designing skyscrapers, saving lives, or pursuing dreams you once thought were out of your reach, believe that you can, because you already have. And in moments of uncertainty, I hope you'll remember this promise, as me and Caden both have spoke on, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper and not harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Let those words remind you that you are not stepping into the unknown alone. You're stepping into a future filled with purpose and possibility. As we leave this chapter and step into the next, I'm excited for what's to come. I can't wait to see where your hard work takes you. I encourage you to pursue your passion, embrace growth, and lead with kindness and integrity. One of my favorite quotes, shared by Ms. Kendra Mangini, says, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. So, dream big, push your limits, and know that you are absolutely capable of achieving greatness. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've earned this moment, and the world is waiting for you.
The class of 2025 poem. As we stand on the brink of tomorrow's light, the class of 2025 is ready to take flight. We've journeyed far through trials and cheer, although now we face the future without any fear. From classroom and halls to the memories we've made, from friendships and lessons that will never fade. With dreams in our hearts and goals in our sight, we step into the world ready to take flight. So here's to us, the graduates so bold, with stories of our success that are yet to be told. May we rise and shine, each in our own way, the class of 2025, forever to stay. Thank you.
Excellent job, students. Parents, family, and friends, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this milestone moment in the lives of these students behind me. To see so many of the people who have poured into these students' lives gathered here to mark this occasion is what makes Oak Grove so special. Oak Grove seniors, I don't know if you can see the people who are here for you to celebrate tonight, but if you can see them, you might have to stand up out of your seat. Don't go find them. But can you wave at them a second, like blow them a kiss or clap for them or tell them thank you a minute? Because they're here for you. I told the seniors at practice this morning that I know that they may be annoyed by this program tonight. I know that they just want to get that diploma in their hands. But I explained to them that this program tonight is for all the people like you who sacrificed and pushed them to get to this point. As I was preparing for tonight, I thought about my own high school career. I'm from a little community a lot like Oak Grove, where the special thing, there's really nothing special about the city. It's really the people that make it special, and I'm from that same place. I remember the summer before my senior year, my church youth group took a whitewater rafting trip up in North Carolina down the Nantahala River. Me and 5 of my closest friends got in a raft, and a guide took us down the river. And although some of those memories are in black and white, I still remember a lot of them today. I remember we got in that water and it was cold as ice. I thought, what in the world am I doing? We got in, we start paddling. We hadn't been 5 minutes on the river and we come upon another raft in front of us and it's stuck on a flat rock right in the middle of the river. And the guide said, paddle real hard, we're gonna bump him off. All right, so we paddled really hard. We bumped that boat, it went sailing across the river, and then I looked around and we're stuck on a rock. And we looked behind us, there was no more boats coming behind us. So we had to get out in that water and get our boat off that rock and get back in the boat. We rocked on down the river. If you've ever done it, the last rapid of the Nantahala River is what they call a Class 3 rapid. It's a little tough, but the guide told us that if you'll just paddle for all you're worth, you'll pop out of that rapid. And so me and my best friend in the whole world, Jason, we're the lead paddlers, which I didn't know before I got in that raft, but I'm a lead paddler. And so I got to paddle hard as I can. We popped down in that rapid, and we popped out. My friend Jason popped out of the boat. By the time we came to our senses, we started looking for Jason, and the current had taken him down the river. And the guide said, you got to go get him, you got to paddle hard. So we paddled with all our might, and we went and got Jason, ripped him out of the water, got back to the side, got on the boat, on the bus, rode back to the camp. When we got back to the camp, there was a guy that they took a picture of your raft as you go over the last rapid, okay? This was the time before digital photography. We couldn't see the picture, okay? But the guy that took it got our raft number and he said, oh yeah, that was a good picture. Y'all need to buy that picture. We bought the picture. I don't know. We just trusted the guy, I guess. 3 weeks later, when that picture finally came to my house, yeah, I should have bought the picture. Because as we went over that last rapid, the picture that man took saw one arm and an oar of my friend Jason and one leg of my friend Jason, and the rest of him was under the raft. Jason said he could really tell who his true friends were by that picture, because some of us looked terrified, and some of us looked dazed and confused, and some of us looked like we were having the time of our lives. But I learned a few things on the river that day, and they stuck with me until this day. Number one, sometimes when you try to be helpful, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you plan, no matter what your motives are, sometimes you're still going to end up stuck on a rock. Number two, you've got to always be conscious of what your face looks like, because you never know who might be taking your picture. Wes, I'm looking at you. And number three, when you get in the current, sometimes the river will take you where you don't want to go. But while you can't control the current, you can always control who's in your raft. So you should always keep people in your raft who are willing to risk their own safety to help you make it safely down the river. I am so proud to have been a small part of your school life. And I want you to know that wherever life's current may take you, I'm always in your raft. Class of 2025, I want you to go and do great things, and I want you to never forget that you are OG for life. Congratulations.
As we prepare to present the diplomas to the graduating class of 2025, please remain in your seats during the ceremony. Belmont is here taking pictures. Each of our guests is here for the special person, and each wants to hear their graduate's name as it is called. Please refrain from making loud and lasting noise and hold your applause until the last graduate has been recognized. At this time, we will present diplomas to the Oak Grove High School graduating class of 2025. Chloe Gabrielle Barsanti. Jackson Noah Mitchell. Audrey Estelle Scott. Emily Kate Tucker. Alexis Humphreys. Herbert Robert Houghton. Connor Harrison Allen. Trinity Grace Atchison. Peyton Lee Barnhill. Jackson Thomas Bonnet. Wyatt Daniel Carpenter. Madison Soraya Contreras. Caden Blaine Haggard. Emma Grace Hess. Ember Iris Humphreys. Caden Briar Kirkpatrick. Mason Rain Mills. Carrington Ruth Myrick. Wyatt Ray Oliver. Caitlin Ann Rogers. Isabella Barrett Scott. Brody Lee Black. Cohen Keith Blake. Lucas Malachi Boyce. Jacob Roland Bradford. Caden Lucas Broadhead. Joseph Carter Brockman. Caden James Brockman. Destiny Renee Bryant. Olin Wayne Bryant. Garrett C. Cannon. Evan Michael Carlin. Caden Bray Carpenter. Zane Gordon Carroll. Jackson Adam Clyott. Adam Grant Kofer. Cadence Lane Cole. Owen Wayne Dillard. Leslie L. Dozer. Aaliyah Laney Dye. Cade Early. Alex Leon Elliott. Levi Garrett Finley. Thomas Brody Frederick. Jeremiah Fuller. Jordan Garrett. Reed Gill. Victoria Ann Wynn. Natalie Michelle Hatchett. Christopher Jackson Heasley. Eli Hill. Jackson House. Christian Joe Humphreys. Chelsea Lynn Hurst. Weston Hodge. Mason Jean Irvin. Jordan Kane Kimbrell. Emery Lambert. Madison Nicole Lawrence. Hunter E. Leslie. Lily Elizabeth, excuse me. Lily Isabella Lewis. Kylie Jane Locke. Aubrey Jalen Matthews. Jaslyn Jolynn McBrayer. Paris Brianna McDonald. Micah Evan McRae. Tatum Alyssa Miller. Joseph Scott Mitchell. Drew Moore. Andrew Michael Nix. Zachary Ronald Lee Nose. Tyler Anthony Polistrini. Colton Howard Prater. Haley Elizabeth Price. Natalie Michelle Renz. Braden Blake Rocket. Christopher Devon Rory. Kelly Marie Settle. Nathan Tyler Shipp. Sarah Elizabeth Speakman. Aiden Bentley Sumner. Colton Elias Sweeney. Addison Renee Thursby. Mitchell L. Turner. Levi Charles Valentine. Aubrey Grace Vandegrift. Peyton Michael Walden. Griffin Darby Wesson. Braden Gage Wilson. Daniel R. Wood. Madison Brianna Wood. Katie Marie Wooten. Seth Christopher Wooten. Braxton Wade Yoakum. Diana Zamora. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oak Grove High School graduating class of 2025.
All right, just a few more minutes. We'll now have the turning of the tassel, which is one of tonight's final activities. The gesture of moving the tassel from one side of the cap to the other symbolizes the individual's movement from candidate to graduate. Candidates, would you please rise? By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Alabama State Department of Education, Dr. Walter Gonsolin, and the Jefferson County Board of Education, I hereby confirm you as graduates of Oak Grove High School, class of 2025. You may now move your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for our alma mater?
Y'all get close now.
I don't want to hear me either. I'm not home. Wait,
Go still from our hallowed halls, the sounds of yesteryear. Fond memories linger with us yet of our alma mater dear. Though time may quickly pass us by, our courage, strength unite. When our thoughts return to Oak Grove High, we'll cheer the red and white. Okay.
All right. Thank you for attending tonight's graduation exercises. In just a few moments, the graduates will participate in the traditional cap toss. The toss of the graduation cap symbolizes the end of a chapter in the graduate's life. Thank you for attending. I want you to have a safe journey home. All right, Bonnet, everybody get your cameras ready, and I'm going to get out of the way. Thank you. You are dismissed. Have a great night.